Using AI ethically is a concept the White House hit on repeatedly in its executive order on AI. Felipe Millon is public sector sales lead at OpenAI. He says the White House got a lot right in that EO.
Really appreciate you having me here. I think there's a lot that the AI executive order has gotten right. And specifically, there's a lot of focus on the ethical use, putting in the right frameworks. But one of the things I love about the executive order, it's telling agencies to do it, to go adopt AI. So that's what I think is really the most important piece here is, I lead our government go-to-market business here at OpenAI. And what I'm really passionate about is ensuring our government customers have access to, at a minimum, the same tools that are available in the commercial enterprise. I really believe it's unacceptable that we are behind in government, and really, whether it be commercial enterprises or I as an individual, if working government, that I have better tools at home available to me as a consumer than is available to me at my job. So what I'm really passionate about is ensuring that governments are able to adopt these generative AI tools, things like ChatGPT and other tools that are available there, but really making sure that governments are able to be efficient in their use of these tools. And so what we're seeing is some phenomenal organizations like DHS, for example, is really leaning in here and putting forward their use of commercial AI tools guidelines. Other organizations are really adopting our enterprise offerings, specifically ChatGPT Enterprise. We have over 600,000 users today of ChatGPT Enterprise, a product that is only just a couple months old. So really, we're seeing some phenomenal growth in enterprises just because of the value that it is adding.
We're starting to see some agencies that are taking a slower approach, a more deliberate approach to using generative AI. What would you advise them to look at, think about, to enable them to say, okay, we're comfortable now and we can really hit the gas pedal like some other organizations have?
Yeah, I think there's many ways to approach this. And what I would ask those organizations to do is to evaluate what are the different paths out there? Mentioning what DHS has done. We're also seeing, for example, in the state governments, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania has really leaned in. So all the way Governor Shapiro himself did a big press release announcing that they're launching ChatGPT Enterprise for government and government workers in the state, and really to help them across all sorts of different applications. So what is important here is that government really just starts using the tools. I think we spent a lot of the last year talking about hypothetical, what generative AI could do, thinking about specific use cases. What I would argue and what I would push agencies to do is start using it, start understanding it, do it in the right responsible way, set up the right sandboxes, set up the right environments that give you the comfort that you're not making these high stakes decisions, but you need to start attempting to use these tools and understanding where it can benefit you and what types of applications. And the faster you get it into the hands of your workers, of your users, you'll see those productivity increases.
What are the best parameters for building something like you just described for an organization that really is kind of starting from the ground up?
Yeah, I think there's a lot. The good thing is there's a lot of active discussions going around this. So I could point to DHS and their commercial AI guidelines. So if organizations just search on the web around DHS commercial generative AI, they have publicly posted all of their guidelines and their training materials. Organizations like ourselves and others are really helping to lean in. So we're happy to chat with customers who are potentially interested or prospective customers who are interested, and talking more specifically about what do rollout plans look like? What do training plans look like? How do I actually enable this, and how do I actually get this into the hands of users?
What are the users that you're talking to telling you they want to do or want to accomplish by using generative AI tools?
It's really everything. So I think the biggest thing that we are seeing is productivity improvement. So specifically, ChatGPT is an internal productivity tool. So this is not a customer-facing tool. This is not something that a government customer would take and put on a government website. This is really meant for an internal productivity tools to make the employees of that organization even more productive and help them do what they do. So everything from preparing questions for interviews, to writing, drafting emails, to doing advanced data analysis, and really helping a tool like ChatGPT run a data analysis on large-scale data sets and really help you do discovery analysis. So I think the potential here is really unlimited, because what we're talking about with AI is intelligence. And that's something we do all the time as workers, as knowledge workers. We're constantly thinking about intelligence. And the fact of the matter is, and what I'd love to stress here is, this is the worst the models will ever be. We are working, and others, on much more advanced models. And so the best way to prepare for what's coming is to start using the state-of-the-art models today and really understand how these work today, understand the limitations of it, so that all of us as individuals are better prepared as these models continue to progress and get better.